Welcome, friends. Where's my, We're gonna do something a little fun. Really quick. Just, before we start into KOTOR. Let's get this up and running. Come on. He's back at it again. Welcome back, Iffy. Come on. Should be popping up with the right game, and it's not. Is it? Come on. You got this. Just do it this way, I guess. Okay. Weird that scene isn't correct with the size. And there we go. That should work. Not much farther than you left. I was in the Undercity and just made it through the other set of apartment complexes. And so basically at this point, I just gotta head into the Hidden Beck and turn in some bounties. So, but something exciting with this game, I wanted to do it real quick just for fun on stream. Maul. I finally have Maul. That's all I care about. Yeah, Lefty Roper. We'll be swapping to KOTOR here in just a sec. It's just it's noon, which means Proving Grounds is here. Oh, and this is a new set of Proving Grounds, so it's gonna force me to play through it. Interesting. Honestly, yeah, let's just do first order. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Unfortunately, this is the Proving Grounds Plus, so I don't think everyone has access to this one. Oh gosh, this is the... I hate trying to do this one with SLKR. It's such a nightmare. It's so much easier with what is their name? Sith Eternal. Just keep ramping. Yeah, I bought it because, you know, I'm going hard for Darth Bane, and so I figured why not. But this is my last one I need to get Maul unlocked, and so I was like, ooh, I gotta do this now. I'll stun you. Remove some turn meter from you. And perma-stun you. Yeah, and so, like, I need you guys to talk me out of something here. I almost have everything I need to instantly take him up to gear 13, but I would have to spend $40. And I don't know if it's worth spending the $40 to get him in before lock-in. Only a few months for Cat. Very nice, very nice. Hey, at least this is a video that I can use to be like, hey, look, guys, you can do this Proving Grounds with SLKR. If I actually win, we'll see. I hate how glitchy Chopper gets. Full send it. Go. What is money to men like us? Yeah, I mean, that's, like, that's a GL killer for 40 bucks. And it's like, oh, it's so tempting. Like, holy crap. Spend 80. I think I only need 40 is the thing. Oh my gosh, let me have a turn. I'm right there. Thank you. Okay. Must be a sign, yeah. I literally, like, I was going through and I was like, okay, you know, this isn't bad. I'm, like, looking at the gear that I need on SWGOH.gg, and I'm like, oh, yeah, let's just take a look at what I need. Started spending the currencies that I had, and I was like, oh, dude, I have, like, everything except for 200 Chirotechs. And, like, I'm like, that's 20 bucks per set of Chirotechs. Give me a sec, Sam Elder, give me a sec. We'll get there. It's just, I'm about to get Maul, and so I'm like, I gotta do this real quick. Problem is, I think I'm gonna have to bring Sith Eternal in this, because it's a nightmare trying to do this with SLKR. Yep. Oh, I think I just remember the strat for using SLKR. I'm so dumb. Never mess with Chopper. I'm pretty sure I remember the strat, too, which is upsetting. My Phoenix. Dude, no one's Phoenix does that. We all wish we had that Phoenix. Ah, where's my Sith? Yeah, I really don't want to deal with trying to do this with SLKR, because it is a pain to do with SLKR. And if I recall correctly... Yeah, right here. This is where I misplayed, because when you're at your last turn of being an ultimate with SLKR, you click this to gain a bonus turn, and then you hop right back into your ultimate, and you're fine, and you win. And I forgot about that, and that is my bad. I'm stupid, I'm sorry. Surprisingly enough, Zeb seems to do the most damage with his specials, so we're gonna link him. Rex on this note, please. Please, no. Come on, just, there we go, ultimate. Ultimate. CG dev. Make me a CG dev at this point. Beat Sith Eternal in a 1v1? I have no idea. I can't think of anyone that's tested that. I have, you know... I know that people do SLKR versus Sith Eternal all the time, and Sith Eternal versus Sith Eternal, but I've never tested Rey solo. Okay, let's mark you down. Mark you down. Leave her alone. Goodness gracious. That decreases their offense by a significant amount. Let's see if we can't kill off you now. Hit that, and done. Okay. We have Maul, guys. We have Maul. Oh, gosh. I will come back and do the rest of these at another point. All I care about is this. Okay, let's see if we can find it real quick. Hold on. Show all. And add that. Here we go, guys. Oh, do I want to spend the $40? I'm just gonna check my bank account and see how screwed I'll be if I do it. Gosh, I've wiped myself out of credits lately. Hopefully my get one or raid one can get me through all my gear I need. Okay, that's easy pull. I think I can do $40. I think I can do $40. Gonna be ooh, hello, hold on. Keep going. Oh, we are running into just regular energy problems. Hold on. Love this song. What am I missing? There we go. Oh, hold on. Let me up that for you if it's just faint. That better? Hold on. There we go. Now you can't hear him over me, basically. I got you, Lefty Roper. Don't worry. What are we still missing? Really? I haven't run out of these in forever. Honestly, sure. Oh gosh, are we gonna run out of stuff? Jeez, I didn't realize I was so low on gear. Okay, obviously yes. Go away. Yeah, that $80 doesn't look so bad. Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, so I just need one of these. Don't worry, we got another one in the queue. Oh, you're killing me. Thank you. Oh, of course, that's the piece that I need for both of them. Okay. Hold on.
There's been no one for so long. So long. Who are you? You.
So much gear. Is this gear 11? Jeez.
Every choice
Okay.
you have made has led you to this. I see the path one needs one last lesson. Revenge.
Jeez, so many regular energy stuff.
Revenge.
How many do I need of those? Okay. I also need some of these. Okay. Hey, War Machine, we're just leveling up our Maul that we just unlocked right before Grand Arena lock-in. So, trying our best to get as far as we can without spending too much money. We're looking like we have to spend $40, which I'm not happy about, but you know, I'll do it.
Has become of you. Lost. I'm lost. And yet in his presence so close.
Getting super lucky with these Raid 1.
In my mind's eye.
Oh,
More to say.
beautiful.
I like your new legs. They make you look taller.
Need more of these.
I must
Yeah.
revenge.
Seriously. Come on. I gotta have stuff. Okay, we might have to do a refresh.
Kenobi.
It's a little different from what I remembered. Yeah, dude, we got Maul. I had to level him, you know?
Look what has become of you. Lost. I'm lost.
Okay, this is all stuff that I cannot get currently out of Raid 1. We're gonna have to redo Raid.
In my mind's eye. Kenobi.
Okay.
I never planned on killing you.
Oh,
But I will make
he's so close.
my pain.
Come on, RNGesus. Bless me. Ooh, not great, not great. Not in time for the song end either. Sad. Okay, let's try this one. Perfect. That is exactly what we need. You want the Kenobi song? I can throw the Kenobi song on real quick while we finish gearing him up. Yep, Kyro computers will kill you for Rey. Like, absolutely wrecks you. Oh, do I want to spend the crystals? I really don't want to spend more than the 40 I'm already planning on spending. Let's see if we can't get another set pulled from Raid 1. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Sick. We're doing good. That's one piece. Now all we need is a 70. All we need is a 70. Come on. Oh, there's our 70. You know what? Screw it. We're taking the 125 too. What are we missing? What are we missing? This piece right here? Okay. Got it. Okay, I'm going to pull your guys' eyes away from the screen for a hot second. Just while I do my purchasing of money stuff. Just because I am unsure if it shows any of my information on here. And I'd rather not show my information on here. Dude, heck yeah. I don't know why, but we just got a, these are not the credit cards you're looking for. Exactly. I don't know why or where we got it from, but we just got a $10 off coupon, which means I'm buying the $50 one and getting it for $40. Heck yeah. Let's do it. Those three wacky numbers. Unfortunately, I don't think I have the stuff to bring him past like I don't think I can get him past relic 4, but I'll try my best to get him as high relic as we can. I spent so much, I had so many relic materials saved up, and I spent it all trying to get you guys a Leviathan counter, trying to figure out how to do the Leviathan counter at low gear. And so like I'm completely out of relic materials at this point. Okay, so we need to purchase that. Oh, painful. I'm gonna laugh when I remembered incorrectly and I bought the wrong type of Kyrotech. So Iffy, it's referring to the negotiator counter. I'm dropping, I was dropping relic levels to get the right speeds on the ships that go with the Marauder. It's a low gear Marauder with the rest of the negotiator fleet. The problem is because I didn't go for JMK, I don't have a high relic General Kenobi or a high relic Ahsoka lying around. and you need their speeds to be dialed in for the counter, and so I had to drop to get them both to Relic 7 from Relic 5 just to be able to get the speeds dialed in. So yeah, it's not low gear technically, but low gear on the Marauder to be able to do it, and I'll take, you know, everyone has a negotiator lying around basically, so I'll take a Leviathan counter at low gear, quote unquote. CLS is a fantastic one, Apple, to use. 100% helps a ton. Without some relics, yeah, fair. But yeah, no, Kylo can do probably a good half of the Proving Grounds at least. If you have Kylo Ren and Sith Eternal, you can basically do all of them. CLS works really well, but if you have Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, he can do all of the ones that CLS can do, basically. So I don't know about Rey. I really haven't tested Rey. I'll do some testing later today and tomorrow with Rey, trying out the ones that I at least have access to. So, oof. Ugh. Of course, we are out. Well, I mean, we spent the money. Might as well. You give it to me. You give it to me now. What am I missing? Ugh. Okay. 285. We are 2 away. And there we go. Perfect. And just like that, we have Maul. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's see how we can take it. Okay. Relic 1, that's as far as we're taking it. No, I'm kidding. I will spend whatever I need to get this man up. Except money, because I can't afford any more money for this current pay period. Especially because it takes a while to get money from YouTube. Luckily I have a lot of those lying around. Let's see what else I got lying around. Not a whole ton. Oh, I'm running low on these things. Jeez. That is not good. After I get Rey Kylo, it's definitely my next priority due to Lightspeed models, but I have a lot of people farming 3-Poc and cracks to complete this team, so hopefully I'll be able to do some. Heck yeah. Come on, Scavenger. Give me the goods. Where is it? There it is. Do I have 100 crystals? I do. Oh, my bad. I need to farm. By the way, when you're farming these, always farm this node, because you need this for a lot of characters. Okay, that should be plenty for what I need for these. There we go. Solid 63. I'll take it. Heck yeah, okay. Looks like Relic 3's as far as we could take him. Yeah, I don't really have a way to get more of these, so I guess he's remaining at Relic 3 for now. Yeah, give me 6 of these in one go. Hey, there's one at least. So it looks like he's gonna be at Relic 3 for this Grand Arena, which I mean is still solid. He is immune to ability block stun. And he ignores taunt effects. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna say probably either Usurper or Bound by Hatred should be my first Zeta. He has 4, jeez. I only have enough for 1, unfortunately. Yes, absolutely Apple, yes. Hold on. Give me 10 seconds. Where is it? There it is. You guys can see that? Yep. This might lose, but I don't care. I want to see it happen. I wish I had the Zeta. I still haven't put on the Zeta on them just because I don't have the Relic on the other guy. This is without a Relic Imperial Super Commando. Yeah, so definitely worth getting. Definitely worth getting. Okay, increases cooldowns is helpful, but I kind of need him to be immune to ability block stun in order for him to do what he needs to do. So we're going to go with that. Okay. Oh, he's at Relic 4, so we almost have him to Relic 5. So he's at Relic 4 right now. Let's just throw some speed on him of some type. And then we're going to do one. Sure, why not? Sort by speed. Manage mods. Confirm. Filter. Upgrade and sell. I can't really do upgrade and sell. I don't have enough credits lying around. So we're going to have to do this the hard way. Okay, so this is obviously going to be a speed arrow. Get rid of upgrade and sell. Hold on. Speed, filter, only unassigned. Sure, health would be good. Do I not have any speed arrows? Or are they just down here? These are just down here. It's mostly for defense, honestly. But it's the typical set that you do from what I've seen on defense. And I'm just trying to get something on him at the moment, just so I can test out to see if I can kill a GL with him. Because it's more about the true damage his allies deal at this point. Let's see, do we have a fast... But yeah, if you have a better idea, Justin, I just don't want to take up too much time on this stream because it's supposed to be a KOTOR stream. If you have a better idea as to what to put on him, please throw it in. I just want to throw something on him so that way we can jump over to KOTOR as soon as we can, because I just want to test him once. Sure. Health and offense. Okay, sounds good. I will find him some good offense mods. Actually, what I could do... Is it worth doing right this moment? Nah. I'll do it after we do... Wow, I didn't even notice that I did that. Well, hold on. I am so out of speed mods. Sure, why not? But I think what I'll do is I'll find a speed set for my Jedi Knight Revan, and I'll move my Jedi Knight Revan mods over to Maul, because I have my Jedi Knight Revan full of offense mods, because that's how I originally modded him way back when, and I've just kept them on him until the point where I was going to get him onto Jedi Knight Luke. And so, like, it has some solid speed on it, it's some solid offense mods. Like, obviously this one could be offense, but it's some solid mods to at least put on Maul, and then I could throw some speed mods on Jedi Knight Revan. Health and offense with Lord offense and protection. Okay, sounds good. Then yeah, I'll probably move these mods over. I just have to go to my what is it called? Hot Utils, and save my current profile before doing it, just so that way, you know, I can move it back and that kind of thing. But I don't want to take that time because we're going to test it real quick. Yeah, Justin, we get it. You are the, you know, ultimate god of mods. We got Rackles to slay. I know. Okay. Okay. 2 battles. That is all I'm asking for. Is 2 battles. Underrated Revan look. Jeez. I love seeing them absolutely destroy someone. Where's 5s? If I had all the Zetas, this would be, you know, I'd still be going, because if you kill someone... Yeah. Okay. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I like this team. I like this team. With that, honestly, we could probably, yeah, just... Yeah, so that's that. Oh gosh, yeah, I need to get his other Zetas ASAP. Like, I love this team so much already. This is with Gear 12. And there goes gas. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yes. Okay. And my second battle, because why the freak not? Honestly, let's try a GL. Okay. Last battle, and then we'll jump into KOTOR. I promise. Hit me. Okay, let's see. I want to trust that I'll get another turn, but I don't know if I will, if I'm being honest. So let's just see what happens. The true damage does quite a bit. The fact that it's going through a Kylo Ren unmasked with a Gear 12 Canderous, like, that's awesome. Oh, I'm so excited to finish this team. Right? Oh, dude, I love the Super Commando. Oh no! Oh no! But yeah, I'm so excited to get this team up. This is, yeah, overdoing everything else. I'm definitely going to be taking the time to finish this team first. Before check regular gag comp of Kenobis. Sick. But yeah, I'm excited to okay, one more. I want to see what they'll do to JML, if they get destroyed or not. I would assume that they would get destroyed considering how Maul works. Because he, you know, needs to be not ability blocked. And so I would need to build up somehow, and I don't really have a great way of building up. Oh, 5. I forgot. There's an enemy Kenobi. That's all we needed. You know, I'm at school, so I won't be here for the stream. Okay, sounds good, Zarkson. It's fine. All in. There goes the savior. Oh, I love that so much. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with this, I can tell you right now. Like, oh. This is definitely one of my pet projects that I'm just gonna be like, eventually I will get, you know, get onto my JML, farm and finish that farm, but like this needs to be relicked first because I want to watch this kill. I'm so excited for that team. Oh gosh. Okay, let's jump over to our KOTOR. We will give you that page while we set up KOTOR. Oh, I'm so. Oh. Gotta make sure I have my my phone ready to mute things in case oh, what is it called? Copyrighted music, which I turned off the music, so it shouldn't be, you know. Oh. Yeah, I have a soda, and it's my favorite type of soda, the one that just tastes like nostalgia to me. Okay. Gonna work? There we go.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hidden back base. How do I know you're not a Vulcar spy sent to kill Gadon Thek? A lot of people want to go inside and
What does nostalgia taste like to you? It tastes like citrus cherry Mountain Dew of the Game Fuel variety. I grew up as a kid drinking this stuff as just playing Halo on the weekends with my dad because he lived in a different state, and so I'd drink this and play Halo, and so it just tastes like memories. Maybe I could be an ally to all those enemies, huh? Did you ever think of that? That is quite the vetting process. You don't look like you're a Sith.
Not with Zerdra watching his back.
So you're gonna let me in?
Speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The hidden Becks are watching you.
Honestly, never mind. I'm not gonna say things because I don't like to spoil anything.
Hold
So
it right there. Who are you, and what is your business with Gadon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try.
I feel like she's like the equivalent of like a blue-haired woman today. I don't know. I feel like that's like kind of like what they went with for her aesthetic. It'd be kind of cool to see a Twi'lek like that in like a movie or something, especially after how bad the Twi'lek looked in Mandalorian season 1. Do what must be done, Lord Vader. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulcar spy.
Okay, whatever you say.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulcars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security.
Here, I'm gonna turn down my music just a wee bit. Turn down my music. The whole game glitches. My bad, guys. Give me just a second. I'll pop back.
Haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself.
There we go.
Now, how can I help you?
Okay. You have problems with the Sith?
A foreign army invades Terrace, declares martial law, and locks down all travel to and from the planet? You damn well bet I have a problem with that. If the Sith ever moved in down here...
Hey, he said the name of her community. I'm proud of him.
We'd use hit-and-run guerrilla tactics to pick them off. Their casualties would be enormous.
Don't fool yourself. The Sith would never commit to that kind of operation. They'd probably do something...
Absolutely, Gustavo. Welcome, by the way. It's your destiny. Good to see you, Dank.
I tried to explain this to Brejik, but he and his Vulcars won't listen.
Every time I hear "it's your destiny," my brain immediately... I don't know if any of you played Destiny or watch Flash Gets on YouTube, but it's our destiny always comes to mind from that Flash Gets animation, and it kills me. I need information on those Republic escape pods that crashed in the Undercity.
No, I heard the Sith have been asking around the Upper City about them as well. You don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gadden.
Oh,
They might be
shut up.
working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra.
You might be my
The Sith
type,
thought
but
we
that doesn't
knew
mean that I'm
anything
going
useful. They
to,
have a
you know,
battalion of
listen to
troops
you.
kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda.
Don't worry, I'm not working for the Sith. Wink, wink.
I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash.
Bastila survived?
Next don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took a prisoner.
I'm trying to remember where in the galaxy Terrace is. I want to say it's a little close to the Republic to be a place that has a lot of slavery, but I might be wrong. No, it is. I think it's mid or outer rim. Bastila's a slave. What will happen to her now?
Slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila's just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her.
There has to be some way I can help
I'm
her.
afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally
Sent the
destroy
message.
me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
Dr. J, I've 100% done that one before. Like, yeah. It's rough. Gadden, can you help me with this?
If you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose.
What are you proposing?
The swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hiddenbecks this year.
Like, I think there's exactly one person in the entire community that might know my real name, because of my accidental doing of that.
A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back.
How do I know you'll live up to your end of the bargain?
My word is my bond.
I gotta play along with this guy, unfortunately, even though I'm being evil, because it's the best way to get XP and to do what I need to do.
Into the swoop race.
How am I supposed to get in the Vulkar
Getting
base?
into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission failed.
Is anyone who knows SWGOH streamers first? It's Dank Ideals. You're not wrong, Dank. Dude, I'm pretty sure Dank is in my house right now. Like, 100% positive.
In the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base,
Dank, I
it's her.
swear, if you dox me, I will dox you to every streamer you follow. Where can I find mission?
Friends Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the danger. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity, but you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator.
Same, Dr. J, but sometimes you just done goof. It's just how it works. I've got some Sith uniforms to disguise
Simple
myself.
Disguise might have worked on the Upper City card, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers
From
failed
some
to-
Counter-Strike later. I'm not a big fan of... Okay, I say I'm not a big fan of Counter-Strike. I've never played Counter-Strike, but I'm not a big fan of Siege, and so I don't know if I'd be a big fan of Counter-Strike either. Okay, I'll trade the uniforms for the papers.
Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway.
It entirely could be. I mean,
Anything
back
else
then,
I can-
BioWare was like a small-time studio, so I wouldn't be surprised if they reused voice actors. But he does sound different. City Skylines? I don't think I've ever played Dead by Daylight. I have to look at... I always get Dead by Daylight and another game mixed up, and I can never remember which one's which.
I suggest you hurry. The swoop race
Yeah,
is coming
Counter-Strike.
up, and we want
Thought
you to have
so.
time to practice before the race.
I'm trying to remember what other game I'm thinking of. Is Dead by Daylight the one where you like one player plays as the monster and then everyone else is like the people trying to escape? Is that Dead by Daylight? Or is Dead by Daylight that one like open world zombie game? Everything is locked here. It's like they don't trust me or something. It's like they can sense the fact that I'm gonna kill them at some point. Oh yeah, that's a locked door at the end of the tunnel. I don't know why that door is unlocked, because it doesn't lead anywhere. Ooh, hold up. I just realized my health is gone. Hold on, can I just... use my map, return to hideout, and transit back. Sick. I am now full health. Okay. So now I just have to get to the Undercity. Which means I gotta go talk to the Sith. Oh. Did I take a wrong turn? Did I go the way? Yeah, this is the way to the Black Vulture base.
Let's go!
Oh, come on. 3 misses. Caleb Zweiger, welcome, welcome. Just playing some KOTOR today. The hide and seek, yeah, survivor game. Yeah, so I've never played it before. I've heard great things though. But yeah, I just never played it myself. Dang, none of them dropped anything. That's sad. The ancient stuff. Oh, I hate this glitch so much. Well, at least it's an easy fix on PC. I play a fair amount of first person. I play a you know? That's exactly what I wanted to say. No, I play a fair amount of first-person shooters, but I haven't played in a while. I'm more of a social gamer, and most of the people that I've been gaming with lately have been really into like RPGs and that kind of thing. And so like I've been playing a lot of like Elden Ring, because there's a co-op mod that's literally amazing for Elden Ring. Been playing a lot of, like, recently I've actually been playing a lot of Warhammer Vermintide, I think it's called. My buddy's got me into that, and that's been pretty fun. So, but yeah, the problem is I'm a social gamer, and so like I used to play games by myself a lot more, but nowadays I kind of just play when I'm playing with other people, unless it's a really good story game. So like I play Baldur's Gate 3 by myself because it's a good story game, but then when I'm playing with other people, it's always like, you know, whatever they want to play. Elden Ring, Warhammer, Halo. That's what my family's choice is always Halo. So, and Halo Infinite has gotten super good lately. They turn that game around.
Yeah, these look to be in order. Okay, you can go down if you want. Can't say I envy you, though. The Undercity is crawling with mutants. Rat ghouls, they call them. If you see anything moving down
Okay,
there,
but like,
first and ask questions later.
with HK having a Sith tag, they could make like a Sith trooper team, which would be interesting. in SWGOH. I don't think it would be like a great idea on their part, but it is like they already have the character models for them, so like you could do it.
Anyone using this elevator
Dead by Daylight got addicted.
Yeah, this is
It is much a social game. Yeah. If my friends ever get into it, I'm sure I'll get into it. Or if I find a friend that wants to play it, I'll probably get into it. Although I am... I should say I am a social gamer, but I hate lying in social situations. It just doesn't make me feel happy to my friends, and also, especially when it's in person, I'm really good at it because I know sign language, and so I hate it. Get out of here, you filthy beggars, or I'll use my blaster to end your suffering permanently. Love these guys so much. Well, hit me up if you want to play it. Led by Saul Kareth. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea, Apple. I like that. As you get older, RPG genres start to be more and more interesting. At least it was to me. Playing SPS since 2010, but nowadays it feels eh. Yeah, you're not wrong, Dr. J. Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 was, I think, the last one, the one that I didn't play the most. Like, I loved the Bad Company 1, I loved Bad Company 2, and then Battlefield 3, Battlefield, gosh, I just can't speak today, guys. Battlefield 3 was just, I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of it.
You're from the Upworld, aren't you?
It was something about the color scheme just bothered my brain. Like, it was really bright and really dark and, like, no in-betweens. And there was, like, everything felt whitewashed. And so it's just hard to see anything. And they made sniping different than BF2. And I loved sniping in BF2. So, like, yeah. I don't know. Battlefield 3 was rough for me. I played a ton of Battlefield 4. Ton of Battlefield 5. I haven't played anything but the beta of Battlefield 1. It's better than this festering slime pit.
I suppose our world doesn't look like much to you.
That one hurt my feelings a bit to say to her. I gotta be honest. Apple, this is all your fault.
I've never been to this surface, but sometimes I think I can see it in my dreams. The sun, the sky, the stars. It all sounds so wonderful.
Probably, Dr. J. I don't know. I also played a lot of games when I was very young that I shouldn't be playing. Like, you know, some of my earliest memories are playing Halo, and that came out when I was 6. I think 6. It might have been 4. I don't remember. I'd have to look up when Halo 1 came out. Didn't it come out like 2002? 2001?
Rukio's the oldest man in the village. The kids call him Rukil Wrinkleskin, but he's a kind man. He used to tell me
Yeah, the first Battlefield I played, I still to this day cannot remember what Battlefield it was, but you could switch characters in the campaign, and it was so freaking cool. Halo Reach got you into gaming? Yeah, my dad got me into gaming at a very, very young age. Like, some of my earliest memories are playing Quake with my dad on PC, which was definitely not a game to be playing at that young. I was terrified all the time. Made it so I couldn't sleep very much, but hey, you know, you hang out with your dad. Promised Land, what's that?
It's just a story to make little children smile. Rukil believes in it, though. Sometimes I can almost believe it myself, but then I look around and see the...
This is OG. They never did the remake. It actually got kind of canned. It's in gaming purgatory at the moment, where it's just, we'll see if it ever actually comes out. They removed the trailer off of YouTube. They've been having some problems within their studio, so we'll see if it ever actually comes out, but it sounds like it's canned for now. Sovereign Winter.
He's wandering up the chill.
I already asked all of that. Okay. Hey, I finally leveled up. Now that I've played D&D, this is so much easier to understand what it's doing. We'll save it and put it into Persuade. We are going for a bonk character, so... ooh, could we upgrade our Flurry of Blows? -4 to a -2, that's pretty dang good. Star Wars Battlefront 2 got me into gaming. Dude, I remember in 2005 when that game came out. I was sitting there. My brother was showing me the trailers for it. He and I were so hyped. My brother's 4 years older than me. I was 8 at the time, and we cleaned like the entire house and talked to my mom. And like while she was gone at work, we cleaned the house. And we were like, "Look, Mom, we cleaned the house. Can we please go before school to grab this game just in case it sells out in stores around us?" It, of course, didn't sell out because we were in, Alaska. And so it's not like there was a big gaming community in Alaska or something, or we were in a big city. But so we woke up early, and the next morning we went to get it the day it came out and bought it, and we played it nonstop for literally years.
Wait, Upworlder. You can't go through this gate. There is too much danger and suffering beyond. For your
Super
own sake,
Nintendo.
turn back.
2008 to 2010. Fair. Yeah, I started out... Super Nintendo was whenever I went over to my grandma's house. I had a PS1 that my dad bought us. And then we got a PS2, and then we got an Xbox, original Xbox after the PS2. And then I kind of played Xbox for a long time, with a little bit of PC RTSs for mostly Star Wars RTSs, but I also played like Age of Empires, Empire Earth, that kind of stuff. But which one, Sam Elder? You're referring to Star Wars Battlefront 2? So it was in the list. So I did a poll to see what people wanted to see first, because I'm just gonna go through all kind of my entire Star Wars library. I still suck at piloting. Yeah, I'm planning on going through my whole Star Wars library, and Battlefront was number 2 in the poll, but this was number 1 by a large amount. And so we'll do Battlefront 2 probably after KOTOR, if I'm being honest, and then maybe the Jedi Knight games, because those had it was the third runner-up. So, it was a Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. I don't think I know that game. I have to look it up. I played an old Jurassic Park game, I think on PS1, maybe Super Nintendo. I don't remember. Might have been the same one. I don't know. A lot of those games are very fuzzy for me. Like, I used to play this game for like the Hercules movie, and I played so much of that game. And then there's Jedi Power Battles that you can't get like anywhere, because it was a PS1 game and they've just never ported it to anything, and I played so much of that game. Danger and suffering? What are you talking about?
Disease are quarantined beyond this gate. It's only a matter of time until they transform into horrible creatures that would destroy us all.
So you just lock them away in a cage?
For the sake of the village, we have to keep the infected ones locked away. And when they finally do transform into ruck ghouls, we'll let them destroy each other.
Oh, that's awful.
I can't stop you from going through the gates, Upworlder, but if the infected ones have
I'm gonna go
transformed into ruck ghouls,
help them, quote unquote. I'm definitely not going in there to slaughter people for more XP.
Please, help us. No! This cannot... No!
Time to slaughter some rat ghouls. I mean, innocent people. I mean, rat ghouls. What? They're not innocent. What? I actually am curious if the poison condition does the same thing that it does in D&D. If it just gives like... No, this is poison. This isn't, what is it? There's poison... Yeah, I think poison is not... I don't remember. One of them gives... Is it acid and then poison? Is that what I'm thinking of? Acid deals damage over time, and poison just gives you disadvantage on attacks and
Please, you have
checks.
to help us. We beg you. We don't want to end up like the others. Please help us.
Please help us. Get away from me, you diseased mongrels. I feel so bad being in this part of the map, just because it's all just so evil.
Go then, Upworlder.
Why have you come back? Go then.
Why have you come?
Yay, dark side points. Just trying to figure out how to get them to transform or get my ability to kill them, because that's all I care about is killing them. You're in mission to yeah. So that's where I'm on my way to right now. Is we're trying to find a way into the Volker base to be able to get the to get Bastila.
Greetings, Upworlder. We rarely see your kind here in the Undercity.
No offense, but I can see why people normally.
No offense, but your entire place of living is just trash.
In need of me or my village? I will help you however I can.
Oh, Jank Ideals, are you willing to mod for me? I would love you to mod my my streams. I don't think you have Discord. I think we've talked about that. I don't know if you have Discord, but you know, even if you're not a moderator for my Discord and just a moderator for my streams, I'd appreciate it because you're here so often, dude. And I somewhat trust you. You've been here enough that I trust you enough. And you seem fun enough that you're not going to just be mean to people. So, where do you live here in the Undercity? Isn't this the guy that you could purchase stuff from?
I am Gendar, leader of
Oh no, this is the leader.
As my father was, and as was his father before, there is no return to the surface for us or our descendants. But somehow, life down here can be difficult. It can break the spirit. Many in the village have become bitter and hopeless, especially those newly cast down. But life goes on, and we must try to make the best of what we have. And maybe someday we will find a better life. Listen to me. The oldest man in the village. He's a kind soul, but I'm afraid he's growing weary. If you wish to speak to him, you can...
Okay, I really don't have any questions for you, honestly. So you're who I talk to if I want to complete that quest line. Where's the guy that you purchased? Oh, it's here.
Hey, you ain't from the village.
You ain't from the village! Another person that I love his accent. He just sounds insane.
There's something slimy about this guy. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
My name's Saigir.
My name's
I run a little
Saigir.
salvage shop here. You want to buy something from my store? I got some good deals.
I've got some good deals. Just follow me into this back closet. Yeah, let me see your inventory, buddy.
Mostly
Shiny battle armor. It has a better dex bonus, so this would be really good for Karth because he has a +3 to dex, so that'll give him an AC of 10. It's so weird actually knowing how this game works now that I've played D&D, that I'm like, oh yeah, I understand what all of this means now, and it's just, yeah. Implant level 2. We could always use a scope. We could always use a vibration cell. Maybe we'll play Pazak one day. Okay, we're gonna need some antidote kits. Computer spikes, we don't need. Do I want to spend? That's a lot of money to spend. And it's only a +1 to dex. So, yeah, it's really not worth it. What I got him wearing currently will basically be the same thing.
Hurry, Hindar! Hurry! I can hear it coming!
He'll never make it. He's doomed.
He will make it.
Run, Hendar!
Open the gate! Quickly!
Fair enough. I work 12-hour shifts, but I can have headphones and mostly work alone, so usually I'm always listening to. Fair enough, Dank Ideals. Yeah, if you're down to do that, 100%. I'm pretty sure I just need your YouTube. So if you could throw a link in my Discord, or just like, or in a private message or something, I'll be able to find you easier than trying to find you. Or you can comment on this video, and I should be able to find it through your comment. I'm not risking my life out there.
How can you say that? Somebody do something!
I'm sorry, Hester. There's nothing.
No!
Get wrecked. Heck yeah, dude. That Omicron's so nice, Dr. J.
Don't speak to me up. You're as selfish as all the rest from the surface.
Okay.
Horrible fate for poor Henry.
And I was going to ask you out. How dare you?
Village, but I couldn't open the gate.
Yeah, sure, I can get that for you.
I had to protect the village.
Give me just a
Enough
sec.
of this grim talk. We must focus on the positive if we're to
You
survive.
mean you're not already in my Discord,
How can I
Dank?
help
How dare you?
Upworlder?
Okay. There's the Discord link. Well, that should get you into my Discord and be able to DM me and everything, so.
I'll open the gate for you, Upworlder, but you've got to be quick. In a few seconds.
Dang, can't even loot him. All I did it was for the dark side points. Whoa, I wasn't even paying attention to my health. That's not good. Hit him. Okay, up you come.
Yes?
Turn to hideout. I love that you can do that from here. Okay, and return back. We're fully healed now. Wow, this is an actually difficult area. Everything else has been super easy for us.
Please, you have to help me. Nobody else is gonna help me. Even the Becks won't help me. But I can't just leave him there. He's my friend. You'll.
Whoa, slow down, Mission. What's wrong?
Zalbar, he's in trouble. Big trouble. We have to help.
I mean, he is called Big Z. No wonder he's in big trouble. It's fine. Wookiees deserve slavery.
Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking for stuff we could find. Just kind of exploring. We do it all the time.
What a place to explore.
Handle the odd rat ghoul attack.
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself at him and then roared for me to run. I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. They're going to sell him to a slaver, I just know it.
Defense with Anakin. Oh, hold up, dude. Hold up. Dr. J, thank you, Dank Ideals. I will add you as soon as I can get done with this stream. I'd add you now, except it would glitch out the game and everything, and I don't want to risk it. Dr. J, go read Jedi Knight Anakin's unique ability really quick. Why don't you ask Gadden and the Becks to help you? Do you know where they took them?
But those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers. The stink reminds them of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z.
If I help you get Zalbar back, you have to get me inside the Volker base.
It's a deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Volker base. Now come on. We have to find Zalbar before they sell him to slavers, or worse.
Do you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find
We
Zalbar.
have SWGOH? What?
And that's where I'll show you the secret entrance into the Volker compound.
We must SWGOH to the Volker base. Okay, let's go, yep. Hey, now we have 2 people. Huzzah. Oh, she has to level up. Yeah, you could just look it up in SWGOH.gg. You are correct. Yes. Let's level her up. So she is a dex-based character. We'll continue that. Yeah, that's a big thing that I see very commonly happen. Yeah, it's definitely something you don't want to fall into. Yep, So if you don't put all Republic with him, it's going to be basically half damage when Qui-Gon dies, which is awful. So yeah, make sure that you are putting Galactic Republic with Qui-Gon only. Unless, of course, you're doing what, like, the guy that I ran into last Grand Arena did, where he didn't use Jedi Knight Anakin. But, like, at that point, it's not much of a Qui-Gon team, because I can wipe it with literally anything. So, yeah, no problem, Dr. J. Like, even if you throw just, like, a garbage Galactic Republic Jedi, you'll be fine.
I'm not afraid to use this blaster.
Settle down, kid. We've already
Canderous
lost enough men to
Ordo.
those damn rat ghouls. The last thing we need now is more casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just head back from where you came.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
We make promises, but I'm just trying to give you a friendly warning. This isn't a good place to stand around chatting. The Undercity is crawling with rat ghouls. I've already lost a half a dozen men to those monsters.
Canderous.
Oh no!
Over there in the shadows. Sounded like a rat ghoul.
Oh no, the rat ghoul! We're all gonna die!
Looks like we've got company. Get those blasters ready, boys.
It's interesting because, like, Rakghoul are in this game and Rakghoul are in Star Wars The Old Republic, but honestly, I've never seen them in anything else, like, Star Wars-wise. And that's saying something, considering how many books and games that I've played of Star Wars. The fact that they don't show up in anything else that I can think of is crazy.
This salvage mission was a bad idea.
Yeah, that's me. That's my first name. What's up?
Trained for this kind of thing, and I can't babysit them all. Okay, boys. We're getting out of here before I lose anyone.
Have many of you read any of the newer books for new canon, or any of the older books rather, either one? It's been interesting to see kind of the difference between old canon and new canon books.
Come on, boys, let's move out.
Good luck, don't die. Gosh, these Rakghoul are worth like no XP. Gotta love that glitch where I can't move for some reason. Actually. Yeah, so way back when I was a kid, I started reading Star Wars books just because, I don't know, you kind of hit this point as a kid. I don't really hit it nearly as much nowadays, but closure is very hard it was very hard for me as a kid. And so, like, you'd hit the end of, like, watching a Star Wars movie, and you'd be like, I want to read more. I want to see more. I want more of this. I can't deal with the fact that it's over and I need to move on to something else and that it was a good experience. You're just trying to chase that high of, oh, that was awesome and I want that. And so, like, the books were a big thing for me just to be able to, get more Star Wars. And so my dad owned a ton of Star Wars books, and so I started reading them. Like, some of the first ones I read that were, like, major Star Wars books was, like, the Thrawn trilogy. There's a reason it's, like, my, one of my favorite book series of all time. Definitely written like old high fantasy. That's how a lot of the old Star Wars books were written, is like old sci-fi and old high fantasy. But they were really good and I loved them. And so it was just, cool to have those. And it's interesting to see the difference between old canon, where it's, I want to make this story in Star Wars, which, has always been kind of a thing. The Old Republic being, I want to tell a story that's not connected to what's currently happening. And there's always been that aspect of I want to explain this thing. That was like true of old Star Wars books. Oh my gosh, Mission, why?
Sure.
Goodness gracious, come on, guys. Like this, you know, I want to explain why this happens. It's always kind of been a strength of Star Wars in general. Like, hey, you know, we're gonna mention in episode 4, there's something called the Clone Wars, and then we fill in 1, 2, and 3. Hey, this is what the Clone Wars is. It's super common thing that like just Star Wars has done for years and years and years. But I feel like it's become the entire formula of new Star Wars books at this point is, you know, just answering those questions. And so like every single Star Wars book just feels like of the new Star Wars, except for the High Republic stuff. All of it feels very much like oh, hey, you know, I want to answer this question. How did Luke learn telekinesis between episode 4 and episode 5? Where did Phasma come from? So it's just a lot of, like, I just want to answer my questions I had as a kid. Kind of stuff is what it feels like a lot of new canon is. You know, filling in holes that Disney is putting in there. Like, oh, you know, let's write a book to kind of bridge the gap between episodes 6 and 7 because there's a huge gap here. So, I don't know. It's just kind of how it feels with the new Star Wars book. Now, I'm not saying they're bad. Like, a lot of them have been really good. Like, one of the weirdest ones, but also one of the best ones, because it just didn't feel that Star Wars-y, and I really enjoyed it, because it was kind of doing its own thing with a hint of Star Wars, which is what the Old Republic was, and that's kind of how everything should be, in my opinion. People need to stop focusing so much on just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because they're going to get lost in the fact that, you know, I have to, in Clone Wars for, you know, 7 seasons, make sure that General Grievous and Anakin Skywalker never meet. And so it makes people so focused on, like, trying to make sure they don't break anything that they can't get a great story out a lot of the times. Which Clone Wars I'm using as an example. It's an exception to the rule, though, because they did a fantastic job with the parameters they had. Get away from me, you diseased freak.
No!
But yeah, so the what I was talking about though was Phasma. I've mentioned it in a couple streams before, but new canon, the book Phasma, talking about, you know, where Phasma comes from. I was actually really impressed with it. It was really interesting. It was almost read like a post-apocalyptic Star Wars book. It was really interesting. Premise is basically Phasma is from a planet where years ago there was a mining operation there with the mining guild, and the nuclear reactors for the mining operations went nuclear. The whole planet just kind of got destroyed, and instead of trying to evacuate the civilians and evacuate the families of the miners and everything, they just left them, and then eventually the all just kind of died off, and those that were like left were like their, you know, their kids, their grandkids, all of them, and they kind of devolved into tribes. And so it was really interesting read, and it had some really disturbingly graphic scenes, honestly. Like, I haven't felt nauseous during a book in a long time, and Phasma did it for me.
Look out!
I feel like this fight was very hard when I was a kid. We'll see if that's true. I'm suddenly not worried. Let's get a... There they are.
You asked for this!
Ooh, I've got something I can actually wear. Am I going to look stupid wearing it? Yes. But can I wear it? Also, yes. Let's take a look. Will +2. Awareness, security, demolitions. Okay. We'll take that for myself. Take an energy shield for myself and a Sith energy shield. Okay, so that should make it so I'm more resistant to effects. let's give her demolition stuff. And we'll give each of you an energy shield. Okay.
What?
But yeah, so I don't know. It's been interesting kind of seeing the difference between the old Star Wars books and the new Star Wars books for sure. 6 points, so we'll drop there. We'll drop awareness. We'll up awareness, and we'll drop another in computer use. So she's meant to be a single blaster as well. Interesting. I'm not really going to use her much, but I say we just keep her as single blaster, because I usually spec her into 2 blasters as a kid, just because I didn't understand how things worked in this game. But, you know. We could give her that for now. That'll give us solid stuff. Let's see what she can wear. I have a feeling she has high dex. So 2 to 11. 1 to 6. But it's a +8 to hit. So she's going to hit more often with that. So let's give Karth a regular blaster again. And we'll give her the heavy blaster. And there she'll do 1d8 now. Okay.
Yes?
Hold on. I'm going to bring you guys over to this. I'm going to see if I can fix. Okay. Yeah, this is my problem, is I couldn't see your guys' chat, and I knew I was missing stuff because I was pretty sure my phone froze. Okay. So now your guys' chat, and that's all I care about. Okay, so all this time I thought you were playing as Candyman. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Glitched again. Okay, Thrawn books, Heir to the Empire is the first one. Super great book, super great. They do read like old sci-fi, old fantasy, so they are a little dry to start. But they are very solid, very solid. I'm actually going to take a second and return to hideout, just that way we can upgrade some of the weapons that we have. But yeah, Thrawn books are amazing. Also, if you also, Thrawn books are great, right? They're amazing. If you want to learn more about Thrawn, though, 100% the new Thrawn books. I don't know if you've read them. So Heir to the Empire is the uncanon old books that were originally written. But then there's also the new books, the first one being called just Thrawn. It's written by the same author that wrote the original Thrawn trilogy. So it's the same author. Really, really good. I really enjoyed them. Attack modifier +1. No attack modifier +1. Okay. But yeah, like, really good. So the first book in the new series basically is Thrawn getting to the Empire and how he rose to the ranks where he was, the right hand of Emperor Palpatine, why he was his secret commander and everything. And so, yeah, great book. And book 6, Boba Fett. Oh, yeah, the Mandalorian armor was the first one. I believe so, anyways. They're called the Bounty Hunter Wars series, I believe. It was 3 books. They were really hard for me to read as a kid because they were super dry. Okay, defense bonus, immune to mind affecting. Defense bonus, cold resist. Ooh. That's actually, like, it might drop me in AC a bit, but the ability to be immune to mind affecting. That's gonna be super nice. I'm down for that. But yeah, so those were, I've heard great things about them. It's just they were really dry for me and hard for me to get into. But yeah, like I wouldn't say they were bad books by any means. I do want to give them another chance because I read the first one, but it felt like, you know, pulling out nails. And then again, I was like probably 8 when I read those, 9. So it was difficult for me. 9 probably was too young. Let's see. It would have been 5th grade. So actually 9 or 10. Yeah, that would be the area that I read them in. Yeah. But yeah, no, like the new Thrawn book is much easier to do. Like the author has gotten a lot more modern with his way of writing. And so like, yeah, that would probably be my suggestion if you wanted a place to start to learn about Thrawn. It would be the new Thrawn books. And the first set goes, like the first one goes through him going through the ranks of being in the Empire. And he made a second series that's also canon that goes through Thrawn among his own people, which is something we've never really seen before. Yes, yes. I don't know if... I don't think it's the original voice actor of Thrawn. I'm almost positive if Mark Thompson is just the guy they get for everything. Karth, why are you always gone? There you are. But yeah, it's very impressive to me how well done the Thrawn books are, because the yeah, Mark does a ton of Star Wars books, especially recently. He's like does all of the most recent Star Wars books, but he nails a Thrawn impersonation really well for those books, and I was really impressed listening to them. Another fun one, if you want to listen to just a fun set of books. The Ahsoka book that was written not too long ago in the new canon is also read by the voice actor for Ahsoka, which was kind of cool. You may know a lot what happens in it, though, because the book is basically the storyline that Tales of the Jedi is based off of. It's just much longer and has a lot more to it, more or less. But yeah, so if you want to start with the old Thrawn books and kind of see the origins of Thrawn, Heir to the Empire is the first book. If you want to just read, you know, new canon stuff and not clutter your mind with old canon stuff, then the new Thrawn book is a great place to start.
You've been all over the galaxy, I bet.
It's by
So tell me,
Timothy Zahn is his name.
Compared to other worlds you've seen.
To be honest, Mission, Terrace would rate pretty low. The prejudice, the rich spoiling themselves while the poor are crushed beneath them. It's not a...
Yeah, but that's only since the Sith occupation. Before that, well, I guess it wasn't all that different, really. Maybe Taurus ain't as great as I thought, you know?
Trust me, Mission, there are a lot of worlds better than Terrace. There are worse, too, but Terrace is no place for a kid to live on her own. Even a kid who's got a Wookiee to look out for.
Hey,
I ain't no kid.
I look out for Zalbar as much as he looks out for me. Big C's my friend, not my babysitter. Jeez, I come ask you a question, you give me a lecture.
Don't you snap at me, Missy.
I love their interactions.
Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment.
You're not gonna take that from him, are you, Mission?
I don't have to listen to you, I'm my father, though you're sure old enough to be. So keep your lectures inside your withered old head, because I don't need them.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just drop it and get back to what we were doing.
Oh, I love it so much. Is that the entirety of down here? Yeah, 1, 2, yep. So at this point, we just need to head into the sewers and start murdering some Gamorreans. It's this one. Wait, did we, new quest items. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, we got the Rakghoul serum. Sweet, so we can go sell that. These are all going to be strength-based characters, so this is actually going to be very painful for me. Utility items, usable items. Yeah, the books have always been great for Star Wars, though. I just wish they were a little bit more how do I put this? Coherent? No, not coherent. Not consistent. There's a word for it. Give me a sec. I wish they were more... I'll get this word, I promise. It's like consistent. I swear. I don't know. I'll just describe the word that I'm trying to use and maybe you guys will know what I'm talking about. I wish they were more interconnected. That's a good word for it. Because they're doing a great job of interconnecting things in Disney's canon, but they're still stomping on each other's toes from time to time, and it's kind of upsetting, if I'm being honest. Like, for instance, the Ahsoka book. You know, we talked about it very briefly. In the Ahsoka book, streamlined, that could work, yeah. Streamlined is a good point because they do seem to jump around a lot. But like I'm going more for the interconnected nature that they trying to go for, but then they're missing the mark with a couple of things. Like for instance, they made an Ahsoka book that, you know, basically Dave Filoni was like, hey, this is how this book should be written. And they were like, okay, yeah, you know, this Star Wars book is going to be written this way. This is the overall storyline. And they were like, cool, that was cool. And so we wrote that. But then, you know, Dave Filoni is like, hey, I want to make, you know, Tales of the Jedi, and I'm going to use the same storyline. Well, instead of, you know, Disney taking a look and, like, you know, Dave Filoni taking a look and everything and being like, okay, so this is how it goes down in the book. I'm going to take something very similar, use the same characters, and I'm going to do the same thing. Instead, he's like, I'm going to take the same storyline because I came up with the storyline originally, and she just based it off of my storyline. So I'm going to do my own thing, and I think this is how it should go. And so all of a sudden, there's now this difference between, you know, what's in the book and what's in Tales of the Jedi, which made a lot of fans upset. And I'm like, this is something that you, Dave Filoni, argued with George Lucas about quite a bit, with decanonizing a Star Wars series that everyone loved with Season 2 of Clone Wars, and George Lucas made you do it anyways. Same with Moraband. And so, like, it's kind of weird that, you know, you're doing it now, Dave, and, like, how like, Disney was just okay with that happening. And, like, you know, oh, we're going to put light speed skipping in this, but then we're going to talk about how gravitational effects happen in Rebels, and so we're breaking our own canon. And, like, just, you know, it's weird because they're, like, trying so hard to push their thing of, hey, we got rid of all the old canon so we can make sure it all connects now. Oh, hi. Make sure it all connects now, but then they're also like, but I don't care if it connects, as long as it fulfills my purpose that I want. And to me, that's just upsetting, considering what they're, you know, they're trying to be. So yeah, streamlining the process of, wow, Mission, you just died. Streamlining the process of just making sure that they, you know, are delivering on the fact that they want to connect everything. Because, like, I love the little connections that they have and stuff nowadays. Like, oh my gosh, are they just going to keep respawning? Turning into Kennedy, he took credit for something he was generally overseeing. Yeah. Although I am a big fan of the fact that he is now, like, basically storyline director, where he checks over shows and stuff and makes sure that they work and everything. So I do appreciate where he's at. I think that that's a great spot for him. And are these guys just gonna keep respawning? Is this infinite respawns? Because I kind of need to survive this fight without getting hurt, so that way I can actually move forward. Oh my goodness. And so I do appreciate the kind of the spot that he's in, and I do like this XP, but I do not like the fact that I keep having to fight them. Return. Transit back. Okay. So I enjoy where he's been put, but like, oh my, they're T-posing. Oh no, they've become too powerful. Yeah, like, I'm appreciating the extra XP, but it's annoying that they just keep respawning. Yeah, if it's true that he was just doing it because Ahsoka's his character, his OC, and he's just like, I want it to be this way, I would have a serious bone to pick as well. But, like, you know, I got everything I really want from this person, I gear, right? Because if so, then I can just send them all packing and get them the freak out of here. I don't need them around anymore. But yeah, if it's true that it's just that reason, then yeah, I would be upset at Dave too. But like, you know.
Are you the
Herald of Prophecy, the beacon to guide us through the darkness.
Or are you merely a harbinger of shattered dreams and fulfilled promises?
But yeah, like, I don't know. It seems, I don't know.
Speak to me, Upworld.
I don't know how to describe it, because like I have a lot of trust in Dave, but it seems super petty. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you my thoughts on it until I got some more, like, if I could talk to Dave, then I would be fine with it. But like at the current moment, it's the only thing that's like, I'm like, okay, Dave, come on.
Question. You are uncertain, bewildered,
perplexed. Understandable.
Even after 100 years of life, I
myself still become confused.
Perhaps I can make things more clear.
Some
Some things, at least. My name is Rukil, the oldest outcast here in the village.
Rukil Wrinkleskin. I love that. This is why I chose my name for this. I'm damn awesome. What do you want from me, Rukil? I'd give all creative liberties to Sam Witwer. Would I give it to Sam Witwer? No. I think Sam Witwer falls under the umbrella of J.J. Abrams, where they're too much of a fan and too much into the, like, how much they love Star Wars, that like they'll have really, really great ideas to influence a story to make it feel more Star Wars, but they could overstep and get into fan service way too easily, like J.J. Abrams did with Episode 7 and Episode 9, and it completely destroyed Episode 9. And so, like, I think he's a great person to have on the team, and I think they should give him a position within Disney. Do I think he should have all the creative liberty? No. I think, honestly, the best person for the creative liberty is still Dave Filoni, because he understands kind of the mystical side of Star Wars that really is needed.
Oh, no, not yet. I must be wary. Careful. You may be a false savior. Dare I share my secrets with you?
I think you're crazy.
Not until you prove yourself.
Prove myself? How can I do that?
This is lost. I sent her out into the Undercity to find... Well, I cannot tell you.
But yeah, I think Sam Witwer's a great guy, and I think he's fantastic for the Star Wars in general. but I don't think giving him full creative liberty might be the best idea. But I do think he should have a spot in all of this. I don't think he should just be an actor, because he does have a lot of good insights when it comes to characters.
I must know what she found.
Like, you take Sam Witwer and push him a little farther to the, like, huge fan side, where they're just the idolization side, and you have the voice actor for Kanan. Voice actor for Kanan just idolizes, you know, George Lucas, idolizes Dave Filoni, idolizes Star Wars, and you end up with this fanatic of, like, you can't change anything. Sam Witwer's very good about, you know, this is how things should be, and, like, we're doing different stuff, and so hence the reason he took his Darth Vader or Darth Maul voice and made it more his own, and be like, this is supposed to be an evolution of this character, and I love that so much. He's really good at kind of, you know, moving along with Dave Filoni, but I think that he's a little too much of a fan, and Dave kind of hits that happy medium where I don't think anyone else sits at the moment, besides a couple of the Star Wars book authors. I feel like fit in that same little spot. I would like to see the Star Wars book authors kind of see a little bit more of them helping out on Star Wars projects, because I think, like, Timothy Zahn could add in a lot. Because Timothy Zahn, before he started writing Star Wars books, he was a sci-fi writer already, and so when he jumped in, he was like, I love Star Wars and I want to give it my own spin, so we're going to do this. And, you know, it gave us Thrawn, you know, one of the most beloved characters ever to come out. So are you talking about the voice actor for Kanan? I mean, yeah, he'd keep lore in check. Or are you talking to Sam Witwer? Either way, I think they need to hire... They already have a team, but they don't do very well, because they don't give them the power to veto decisions. They have a team of people that make sure Star Wars follows a canon, and yet they apparently suck at their job from what I'm seeing. Because, like, when Jedi Fallen Order was being made, they sent a guy from that team to watch over Jedi Fallen Order and be like, okay, you can't do this because this breaks this part of canon, but you can do this. And so, like, they have a team for it, but apparently they just don't have the power to veto decisions. Otherwise, this kind of stuff wouldn't happen. So they need to give them the power to veto decisions. Like, one of my favorite authors is Brandon Sanderson, and he has a person who basically keeps track of all of his canon, and when he's writing, they'll read over it and be like, hey, you broke your own canon right here, rephrase that, and he's like, okay, and he fixes it. And, like, you need someone that has the power to veto the decision. And unfortunately, they aren't giving anyone that power. So, like, Sam Witwer would be really good for being that veto power, because he's very, you know, into the feeling of Star Wars, that I think that would fit really well. Your apprentice is dead. I have her journal.
She joins the list of those who have given their lives in the service of our cause. But though I am saddened by this news, there is yet hope. By finding my apprentice,
I will be happy to have that job. Dude, I would be willing to dedicate the next 3 years to reading every Star Wars book and everything that's Star Wars that I haven't read or watched already to get that job, dude. Because Star Wars lore is one of my favorite things, and, like, it's, I started playing Star Wars D&D not too long ago because someone made a version of Star Wars D&D that's based off of the rule set of Dungeons and Dragons currently, so it's super simplified. Because the newest set is super simplified, plus adding in Star Wars, and it's great because I'm, you know, being the dungeon master, and I can sit there and just, I have all the knowledge. I can, you know, my players are like, what's a restraining bolt? And I'm like, oh, it does this. And, like, I have all of this in my head, and I love how much I know of it. But there's no use for it in my life. And to have a job where I could have that as a use, that's part of the reason that I love streaming a Star Wars game in general, is because I'm like, I have a use for all this knowledge, and I have people I can talk to. Because in my regular life, I could sit there and talk to my roommate and, like, you know, I don't know. I could sit there and talk to my roommate and tell him about things, but it's telling him without context because he doesn't know enough about Star Wars. And so, like, I love having conversations with him, but, like, most people I have conversations with, I can't go full Star Wars on them because no one knows Star Wars in my life. But people on the internet, that's different. People on the internet I can find, and they're like, yeah, no, I read the Thrawn books. I'm like, oh, I love you.
You are marked, Upworlder. Even my dim old eyes can see the mantle of destiny that closes.
I still think you're
Perhaps
crazy.
old Rookhill knows you better than you know yourself. I am old. I have lived 100 years in the Undercity, cast down into the darkness. I know the legends and history of our people. And now
Yeah, but you know, there's that like, yeah, honey, that's real cool. Yeah, that's cool. And it's just like, yep, I cannot sufficiently explain how exciting this is, the information I want to share.
the great city of Taris covers the entire surface of this planet. There is, a century ago, rising levels of
From what I've seen of
I
Taris, it doesn't look like much.
genuinely don't care. If you guys want to pause and like check what he's saying, I don't care about this guy. I'm sorry.
Many brave men and women.
What did you expect? If they...
Now we live a dark existence. Legends tell of a self. For many years, I searched for them.
Sounds like a myth to me.
I have collected many clues, but I know my father and... Yes, Upworld. I'm afraid that only with... I will leave...
Okay, I thought I had all three of the things. But apparently I am missing one.
I saw you talking with Rukel. He told you his legends about the most people don't believe his stories. They figure he's
Old
nothing but an
kook.
old
I haven't
crook.
heard that word in a
But
long
I
time.
think there might be some truth in what he's saying.
Stop him. What are you talking about?
I've got things pretty good. The village relies on me to bring in food and supplies. I'm an important man. If it wasn't for Gendar, I'd be running.
I get the feeling if it wasn't for Gendar, this place would...
But if Rukel ever finds his promised land, I'm sunk. People won't need to rely on me anymore.
You want me to kill him?
I don't want you to kill him. He's not the problem. It's those damn they would have recorded that information in their journals. I'll pay you if you bring all in. I can destroy the evidence and make sure. Once you have all three journals, just bring them to me and I'll...
Yeah, I'm willing to do that. That sounds like a dark side option, and we are going full dark side. Oh, that's right. I can level up. Sick. Okay, we got one for persuade. Oh, that's right. I'm a soldier, which means I get a feat every like every 2 levels. I don't know if that's always true of this version of D&D, but okay, we're going full on dueling. Let's get some more health. Looks like the nearest entrance is going to be over here. Right? Yeah. Oh. I actually just finished a Star Wars book. They started doing the whole, oh, what is it called? Am I crazy? Oh, that's at the escape pod. That's not the entrance. But yeah, I just finished the Star Wars book because Spotify started doing their 15 hours of listen time per month for audiobooks. And there's quite a bit of Star Wars books on there. And so I just finished one. And it's nice because a Star Wars book is usually about like 12, 13 hours. And it does count overall time, which means if you for instance, listen to a book at like 1.25 times speed, you'll get, you know, 1.5 books per month, which is nice. And so I started listening to some books. I've listened to 2 books with that Star Wars books the last 2 months. And, gosh, do these guys just not stop spawning? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with getting in there with low health. I can't keep dealing with this. Okay.
Yes?
But yeah, so I listened to the last one I listened to before this current one. I mentioned it on the stream a little while ago. It was called Master and Apprentice, I believe. And yeah, honestly, great. It was about Qui-Gon and Anakin, or Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, back like 10 years before Star Wars Episode 1. And it was interesting it was an interesting read, to be sure. It was kind of like before they really clicked, which is crazy to think that they hadn't clicked at that point, because it's like, you know, 10 years into their apprenticeship basically, and they still hadn't clicked. But they hadn't really clicked, and you can kind of see it in Star Wars Episode 1. Their personalities don't fit very well together. You know, Obi-Wan is very, you know, this is how things must work. We must follow the Jedi Council. You know, we must follow the rules and that kind of thing. And Qui-Gon is very, you know, this is the right thing to do. We need to do this. And so it's kind of an interesting, like, you know, way to see, especially because Qui-Gon feels more like how Anakin acts than how Obi-Wan acts, and I think that was very much on purpose throughout canon, and is highlighted a lot through canon. But yeah, and so it was definitely an interesting read. It also talks about Dooku's other apprentice in canon, which there was no other apprentice in old canon. In old canon, it was there was another apprentice, but she turned to the dark side, and yeah, that person is no longer in canon. But now there's a new apprentice who is a Jedi who's very much like, I don't know, I do what I want, which kind of fits. It's like Qui-Gon without Qui-Gon's beliefs in the Jedi Code and like the ancient texts. And so it was kind of interesting to see like the two halves of Count Dooku is kind of what it feels like. Like Qui-Gon is the good part of Dooku, where it's like, oh yes, we need to follow everything, and like, you know, this is what's important. Whereas his other apprentice was kind of the more like impulsive side of like, yeah, we do what we want, and you know, whatever we think is right is the right thing. And so it was kind of interesting to see the dichotomy between the two apprentices. It's also explains some stuff, because every Star Wars book does nowadays. It tries to explain some, oh, this is why these characters are this way. So, like, give some insight into why Obi-Wan is the way he is. And it's not necessarily a follow-up, because it's a different author. But I then read Brotherhood, and it's about Obi-Wan and Anakin. And it's right after Anakin becomes a Jedi Knight after Episode 2. And kind of talks about, you know, them coming to terms as being as close as they are in, you know, in Episode 3. Because they had a very rocky relationship through their time together. And honestly, I really enjoyed it. It wasn't nearly as good as Master and Apprentice. Yeah, I wanted to enjoy it more than I did. It was good, not great. But Master and Apprentice, I would 100% suggest to people. It was good. I enjoyed it a lot. Hey, we almost found Zalbar. Oh, not what I wanted. Not sure what to read after those, though, because like I kind of finished those, and I was like, those are kind of the two books that I know I missed that were like on my list to finish. And at this point, I'm kind of like, I don't know what I'm going to read next when it comes to Star Wars. Like, it's not like there's a ton that I haven't read of the new Star Wars books. I just use you. Unlock it. Like, I could definitely read a old Star Wars book, no problem. Like, you know, there's tons that I haven't read that are old ones, especially a lot of the classics I actually haven't read. Like, Like, I've never read the, oh, that's, hold on. I can't remember in this game if things get destroyed if you don't use security. So we're gonna use security. Like, I'm not sure if, like, I don't say, my brain's just not working today.
Sure.
Like, I'm not sure if it's worth reading them, but I've never read, like, the Rogue Squadron series, and, like, yeah. So there's still quite a bit of books that I haven't read that I could read when it comes to old canon. But I'm getting close to being caught up on new canon. I'm trying to think of ones that I've missed. I think I have one more Thrawn book to read. I'm trying to remember what else. I think it's basically just that.
This is one of those old-style manual locks. You can't use conventional security spikes on these old locks.
The Bodhi Rook book? Is there a Bodhi Rook book? I know that there's a Rogue One book, a novel. Fastest pilot in the galaxy. I actually don't know if there's a book about Bodhi Rook. I know there's a one that leads up to Rogue One, and I read that one, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was great.
Mission and Zalbar together forever.
Okay, you're kidding. I was about to look it up because I was like, dude, if there's a Bodhi Rook book, I'd read it. But yeah, no, it's I did read the novel leading up to Rogue One, and that was interesting. It kind of went over the Ursos and, you know, their parts to play, as well as what Krennic did to set up the project and get to where he was. Good to meet you, Zalbar. I'm damn awesome. It was good. I enjoyed it. It's definitely one of those ones that's like, it's not necessarily like one of my favorite Star Wars books, but it had a lot to offer in the way of like clarification, interesting things about the Star Wars universe, and I did enjoy it. It's like there's like one phrase of each language that gets stuck in my head, and that's the one for Wookiees. I will swear a life debt to you. I want to say, by the way, Dank Ideals, if you're looking for it, I believe it's called Rogue One Catalyst, is the name of the book. So that, if you just type in Star Wars Catalyst, it should pop up. I read that one actually not too long ago. That was a couple months back, I think. And yeah, I enjoyed it. Honestly, one of the ones that I enjoyed most for how it was written in the overall story was actually the New Republic's Light of the Jedi. The characters weren't that interesting, and that was a problem for me. But like the overall story and the way it was written was really well done, and it reminded me a lot of old Star Wars books. I've always wanted a Wookiee slave.
Zalbar's not your slave. A life debt is the most solemn vow a Wookiee can make. It means he'll stay by your
Oh
side.
gosh, we're evil.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, Zalbar will be with you.
Oh, I swear my life debt forever after I will be your side. Damn awesome. May my vow be as strong as the roots of the great Rocher trees on Kashyyyk. I'm honored and accept your vow. That doesn't mean that. No, get out of here. No, Dink. That's a different game. Hannah Snot-Nosed Punk. I'm glad to have you aboard, sure.
I better come with you. The Volkers put up a force shield to keep the sewer dwellers out. I'm one of the only non-Volkers on Terrace who can get you past. I can't remember exactly how to get there, but I know it was somewhere here in the sewers. Over to the northeast, if I remember right.
We already passed it, dude. We know.
You did a good job mopping up those Gamorreans, but I don't. Luckily, rankers aren't too. Okay.
Yeah, party selection. I don't want Zalbar, I want Karth. Oh, remains that I missed.
Hey, Karth, can I talk to you for a second?
Are you ready to have a civil chat? Or is this gonna be another childish tantrum?
Tantrum? I'm trying to apologize, you nerf herder. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get mad at you. It's just that I'm sick of everyone treating me like I'm a helpless kid.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry about what I said too. I'm just a little on edge lately. Not surprising considering all we've been through, but I shouldn't take it out on you.
It's about time you two make it up.
Don't think you're helpless. I mean, look where we are. Look at what we're doing. You're not just along for the ride. We need you.
You really mean it, don't you? Nobody's ever said anything like that to me before.
Why can't I?
Not even Big Z.
Oh.
He might think it, but he's not really one for words, you know.
What's that?
Kids are like that. Listen, you... Oh, I get it. Okay, you got me. You're pretty funny, Karth. For an old guy. Come on, geezer. Let's get back to
Well, she just keeps doing this same action over and over again, bonking herself in the face. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys over for just a hot minute. Let's see. I know it's gonna be weird and funky for you guys for a second, but I need to do something quick. Sorry, almost done. Okay. Okay, and then now I can bring you guys back over. And it's back to normal. We're good. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know if any of you or how many of you are people that also watch Arnold. I'm guessing most of you, because you know anyone that watches SWGOH or Star Wars videos, I feel like watches Arnold. But he just dropped a video today that I'm kind of curious about. I just saw it as I was fiddling with some settings. But yeah. Something about news for Mando and Grogu, so I'm guessing we're getting a rework for Beskar Mando maybe that I haven't seen yet. Oh wow. I went all the way around for no reason. Oh no, that's right. That door is broken when you originally come in here. Oh, movie starting in production in 20... Oh my gosh, Mission, you're so dumb. Dank Ideals, shut up. Nah, Disney movie theatrical release. Very nice. That's awesome.
Sure.
I really hope they... Yeah, I don't know. I was really upset with how little they did with Mando in Season 3. I don't know if you guys were, but, you know, I just felt like they got, you know, kind of gypped on their screen time and what they were able to do. Oh yeah, I don't have a repair character yet. You have a couple of points in repair, right? Yeah, still.
Yes?
Dang, no XP. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Is he a stalling stream? What do you mean, Dank Ideals? Now you got me confused. It hurts my feelings when I'm confused. Mine.
What?
Yeah, like, you can tell there's some weird stuff about this game. I don't know if, like, the port to Steam was really glitchy or something. What the heck? Yeah, I don't know if, like, the port to Steam was super glitchy or something, but, like, the mines flash twice as fast when they were supposed to. You know, glitches where I can't move, enemies popping out of nowhere. Like, there seems to be a lot of glitches for this game, which is surprising. Ooh, you need your antidote.
Yeah? What?
Yes?
Whoa. See, like, right there, it just skipped through an entire cutscene where it explains what's about to happen. Also, why are the Rakghoul and the Gamorreans working together in this area? Okay, they're fighting now. They weren't originally. Dank Ideals, if you're while you're watching this, I might have a job for you when it comes to having you as one of my mods. I will explain in a message over Discord as soon as I'm done here. But it's something that I don't want to say on stream. Yeah, I'm really not sure why the game is so glitchy.
Uh-huh.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm not gonna take the time to send it to you now just because I'm not gonna pause stream for it, because, you know, you're not going to be a moderator until after the stream anyways, because, you know, how glitchy this game gets when I try to interact with my other screen, which is really annoying. Malfunctioning droid. But, yeah. I love this strength build. Oh, hi, gas mine.
Huh?
I do not want to go for the farthest one. Oops. Well, I'm about to die. Okay, we're good. Let's see what we got. We got any... Yeah. I'm really regretting not dumping in a tree injury. You guys really need to get out of my way. Holy crap. Whew. Dude.
Yeah?
Okay, that's one of my biggest problems with this game, is just there'll be random areas that have tons of mines, and mines do nothing but just increase in-game time. Because they're not hard to deal with or anything. It's not like a puzzle you gotta figure out or anything. It's just, it's there. I don't know if I have to actually read this. But hey, Lee Park, welcome, welcome. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Okay, we're gonna want solo mode, right? No, let's pause. Okay, so that one's solo mode. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting bunny rabbits. Let's see. I'm actually pretty sure any explosive works. So let's use one that I'm not going to use. I 100% agree. They were considering it, and then after episode 8, with just how many people were like, you know what, we're not going to go see Solo because episode 8 was so bad, a whole bunch of projects got canned, which was really sad for me to see. Kill the Marines. Who cares about the Marines? Solo was good. I did enjoy Solo. I have a singular complaint with Solo. Like, I enjoyed the movie. I have a singular complaint. And that... Oh, yeah, I gotta turn off Solo mode. And that was that if you look at who Solo was in all of the movies and everything we know from 4, 5, and 6, like, we know that he won the Millennium Falcon from Lando in a game. We know that his name is Han Solo. We know his best friend is Chewbacca. We know that he made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. My problem is, all of that happens in one movie. Everything that Han Solo is known for happened in like a week. I'm like, you could have made this a couple movies, or like done a couple of these things, but instead it was just everything at the same time. And that is my one complaint for the Solo movie. Otherwise, I liked Solo. It was not my favorite Star Wars movie, but it was good. And I thought that, what is his name? The one guy, the guy that is played by Woody Harrelson. I thought he did an amazing job in that game, that show. That movie was just, he made that movie, 100%. You know, I might as well use my repair parts. Have fun. Honestly, when you're using sentries in this game, don't ever spend extra on these guys, because they do stuff just fine without it. You just use them as basically a shield for you. And then you get the XP out of it, and that's all I care about. Dude, Lee Park, that is huge. Oh, that is awesome. I am very jealous. I hate the AI. You're at 2.5 GP. Oh my gosh, dude. Your guild's carrying you hard. I mean, to be fair, though, Lee Park, she is usable with Starkiller and a lot of other people, not just with her Inquisitors, so she might not be a bad one to get up. You could even throw her in a random Empire team. I believe she has the Empire tag. Oh, she's a rogue. That's what she's considered.
Yes.
Yeah, that is wild, getting Riva at 2.5 mil. You must have quite the guild, bro. I think I'm at 6 shards. Yeah, got a free GL. I think I'm at like 6 shards for Riva right now. Oh my gosh, this glitch is so common. I'm glad it just fixes itself in like 3 seconds, though. The fact that we're all so low health is really annoying. Doesn't this guy, like, stop fighting you? No, no, it's the guy in the other room. Come on, I'm the tank. I can take it. Oh, okay. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. I've seen people, like, get Riva that early before. And I'm just like, okay. It's the, I call it the AP Games phenomenon, where it's just people who aren't working with their guild at all, but they're friends with people. And so they manage to get into crazy guilds. Would you stop doing stuff? Go do other things. Stop getting me in combat. How'd you end up here in the Volker base? Leaving you alive is too risky. Sorry, sister. Looks like your order is up. I'm sorry. I guess she just runs away. Sad. I was really hoping to kill her. Okay. Let's get into the armory real quick. Oh, you're in the guild Nooch is in. That's cool. It's always entertaining with some of the people that I can't reach him. It's up to you guys. Kill him. It's always entertaining when people in my guild find my channel. Not because it's like, you know, they find it and they're like, oh cool, they find it, and then they message me over Discord and they're like, hey, are you the Rabid Beaver on YouTube? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. It's always entertaining. It doesn't happen as much anymore now, but just because everyone knows. But like when I first started, I'd get messages all the time about it on like all the servers that I'm in. Get what? And like a lot of people in my guild have relic geos, but don't participate in territory battles. Territories, and it's annoying, dude. You need to find yourself a new guild. Are you the one that I told I would try to help because your name doesn't... Whoever it was who it is that said that, their name doesn't match up with their YouTube name, so I actually have no idea who it was unless I go back and reread. Oh, sure, I'll go kill you. But I reached out to my old guild for whoever that was last time, and I'm just waiting on a response from them right now, so... But yeah, like, having an inactive guild can be so detrimental to a account. 230 GP. That's really not bad. Like, that's good. The problem is, if you don't have participation, 230 million means nothing. I would say that's rough for you. This is the guy, yeah. It's only people with like Relic 9 GLs. Jeez. That can be rough for you, Dank Ideals, but like honestly, if you're focused hard, you can still get Watt super easily. And so it's really not a problem. Yeah, like, if you're not doing guild stuff, then what's the point of being in a guild? Like, And, like, being in a guild is one of the biggest things that can help you in your freaking playing. So, like, I don't know. This just seems like kind of a waste, in my opinion, to, you know, be in a guild like that. So, you can hop in my server. I have a section in my server to do it, if you so choose. But honestly, a bigger streamer server is probably going to be better for it. So hop in, like, Arnold's server, hop in Nooch's server, and find yourself a good guild. Yeah, if it's your favorite part, then yeah, you need to find yourself a guild. You might find a lot of, you know, dumb people, a lot of mean people. This was a really bad idea walking in here. Like, literally one of the worst ideas I've ever had. I walked in there forgetting what was in there. And forgetting that I could just, you know, be able to do stupid stuff to kill them all with just a couple computer spikes. Access security camera. We're looking at the barracks. Overload. Yay, and they're all dead. Return to root menu and... room, garage, control room, return to room menu, log out. All done. And yes, you do get the XP for all of those kills. So don't be afraid to do that. Oh, I'm finally evil. Yay! That means I probably have my underwear. Yeah, the SWGOH Discord's a great one as well. But find yourself a guild. You might find a lot of, you know, meaner people. I did when I tried to move guilds originally. After I got my first GL, I was like, I'm looking for a C-Pit guild. And I got message after message of, like, you're not worth a C-Pit guild, and why would you possibly think that you are? And I was like, wow, you guys are jerks. Like, I can do a solid 2 million, and I'm willing to, like, farm up. Like, I literally am halfway to getting Shock and the Clones for you guys. And, like, I'm willing to get Padme up for a C-Pit. Like, you guys are just so just mean for no reason. And so you'll find some people like that as you're kind of going through. And you just need to ignore them, get past them, and find the guilds that will truly, you know, care for you. Because, like, after that, I found a guild that was, like, it was doing C-Pit, but it was super laid back. And I was like, okay, this is great for me because they don't have to worry about me too much. And I'm still able to contribute in territory wars because I know my counters. And so I was able to, you know, find a guild that fit me really well until C-Pit one way. And then I moved to the guild that I'm currently in. And, like, it's great. Yeah, Solar Power Tree, I've heard that. Facebook is a great place. Dude, heck yeah, Lee Park. If you can get into that guild, get into it. You might be able to even find some that are doing, like, 45 shards as well. So, like, yeah, get yourself out there. Find yourself a good guild. Like, absolutely. Honestly, I'm just gonna keep going for tanking. Subtracts 2 points suffered from any damage. Yeah, abso-freaking-lutely. I will always take that. Reduce all damage incoming by 2? Heck yeah. Wait for, yeah, absolutely. But Lee Park, what I want to tell you right now is don't wait for after territory battles. Bodhi Rook got me my guild, to be honest. Fair. I'm not saying, you know, immediately switch, but I'm saying get in contact with the guild right now, and they'll tell you, hey, we're going to wait till after territory battle, but we'll get you in. Or you can tell them that, and they will respect it, because everyone understands that we want our, you know, rewards from things. So, like, go ahead and do that, but get in contact with them now so you can get your foot in the door. Farming random Rise of the Empire requirements are what guilds want. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Let's go kill this last guy that watched all his friends die. Sucks to suck. Ooh, that's actually going to be super helpful having some more advanced med packs. Especially because we don't have any healing on our team at the moment. What guild am I in? I have talked with my guild leader, and we agreed that I wouldn't mention my guild or anything of that sort. Just so that way we don't get people in that are like, you know, you know how it is. You'll find, like, you know, 13-year-olds on the internet who, like, idolize a streamer and they want to get into a guild. And so we agreed that I wouldn't give out the information about my guild. If people find me, you know, themselves, they can go for it, and as long as they meet the requirements, great. But I'm not, you know, I'm not at liberty to discuss what guild I'm in. You know, as time goes on, maybe that'll change. But for now, that's kind of just the way that we're looking at it. Do I want to waste the repair?
Huh?
She has some repair, doesn't she? Yeah, but not enough to reduce the cost. Yeah, sure. How much GP it is? I want to say we're 320 mil. Somewhere around there. Sure. We do Rise of the Empire. We, I think our requirements are 4.5 mil. With a sufficiently, like, targeted roster. We don't want 4.5 million accounts that are like, you know, oh, we don't have any GLs, and, you know, I've never made any actual tries to get to anywhere. Just building up, but yeah. So that's how. Having Relic 5, Young Han, and Kira, yeah, honestly, that. But that's the thing, though, with Rise of the Empire. It's less about having what you need and more of having high GP. But if you want to wiggle your way in at low GP, yeah, I would farm up some characters that are going to be less useful normally and put them into your roster, like Young Han, like Kira, you know, get yourself a Sonastaros or a Relic 5 like Logray, something of that sort. That's a requirement for Rise of the Empire. That something that you can still use with your current current stuff. Are either of those for platoons? Is that what you're saying? Are those for platoons? Okay, yeah. Kira and Young Han is for a mission. Logray is for, and Sonastaros are both platoons. And in Rise of the Empire, your combat missions give you almost no overall GP push into the actual total, unlike the other ones. Whereas platoons give you a huge push in GP that you can put into the territory battle. And then on top of that, special missions are always big. Dank Ideals, we might have. What's the, if you don't mind saying it on here, you don't have to, but what's the name of your guild? When next we go live? Next we go live stream is going to be tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. It's Tuesday right now. Yeah, tomorrow's our next one. We'll do it. We might move it to earlier, we'll see. But right now it's 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So in like 26 hours. 26, 27? 27 hours. I really don't need this system, actually. Let's just keep going. How many med packs do I have? Not a ton. You have a lot of... Yeah, so you can heal a lot from these, so we'll give them to you. Trevor Boy Gaming Guild. I actually don't know that guild. Is that a guild that I should know? Is that like another streamer that I should know? House of Ren. That does sound familiar. We may have faced you. Oh, that's the main entrance. Can I go in and out of the main entrance now? Dude, sick. That means I just wasted those. Hold on. Because now I can return to hideout. Sick. And now we're all healed up. Oh, we actually got some more upgrade materials. I might be, with the House of Ren, I actually might be thinking of the fact that I did look at your account the other day, so I might be thinking of that. But I feel like that seems really familiar. We might have gone up against each other. Which one am I using? I'm using Prototype Vibroblade. What does this do? Attack bonus +1, physical +1. Okay. And what does this one do? Attack bonus +1, and that's it. So the Prototype Vibroblade is going to be better. So I deal an extra 3 damage, and I have a +1 to hit. It's an excellent question. I actually don't remember. Oh yeah, 6.8 mil. There you go. It's kind of interesting how how little GP matters nowadays, though, just because of the Lightspeed bundles happening. It's just made GP just not be as big of a deal whatsoever. I forgot. I think I already have something for weapons, too, and armor. Sweet. Now Karth's weapon will actually do some good stuff. Okay. But yeah, ever since the Lightspeed bundles, I feel like GP has kind of been thrown down the crapper. Do you know what the highest Rise of the Empire is? I actually don't. No. It's not that high. No one's gotten close to the top by any means. Okay, it is pretty dang high, if I recall. It's higher than, like, anything close to what you could get when Lightside Geo came out. No, I think he's referring to, like, what's the highest people have ever gotten. Your guild's about 27. Yeah, we're about 17 where I'm at in my guild. Yeah, so we're about 17, which is pretty common of a lower one that's pretty casual. He's got 27. I can't remember. Mine's about 3. Oof. Oh, I just popped my back and that felt great. Insert pass card. I'm trying to think. I want to say the first time it came around, it was like in the 38 or 39 was like the highest, the first round when it first came in, and everyone was super surprised by that. How many repair parts do I have? Sure, we'll optimize weaponry. And we'll engage patrol mode. Sure, I've got the parts for it. Why not? I want the XP, so why not? And I get the XP whenever it kills anyone, too, so it works out for me. We'll actually save your level up for when you get hurt. Hey, droid that's patrolling, help me with this. Oh, this is impossible, isn't it? Yeah, I've got to open it a different way. That's right.
Yes?
Only semi-casual. Yeah, that's kind of where we're at, is semi-casual. That would be the best description of my guild as well, is semi-casual. Like, we still have a lot of fun and work together with territory wars, and we still put in our work, and, like, we have, you know, spreadsheets and stuff, but we're not, like, pinging every individual person and be like, hey, you have to use this counter, and we're not doing anything, like, super crazy. And, like, yeah, we have requirements, but it's like, yeah, you have, you know, 6 months to a year to get Inquisitors done, you know. Probably closer to 6 months, if I'm being honest. And I've already put in some work towards Inquisitors now that I have my first Relic 3 Inquisitor. I hate the fact that I have to get Inquisitors, if I'm being honest. But, hey, you know, it's for the guild. Okay, it was mines that I saw. Oh my gosh, let me move. For those of you who have never played this game, if you're playing this part, make sure you explore everywhere but the back left corner of this area. Because the back left gets you into a conversation that forces you to leave regardless of, like, if you succeed or not in the conversation. Is it complete the training? Because I still haven't gotten that one, Lee Park. Oh, I just figured out something interesting. I figured out something about the AI and how it works because of D&D. It technically, in D&D, it takes a turn to equip a weapon. It takes an action. And so that's why they start out with no weapons and they try to attack with no weapons first. It's just like complete the basic training. It's like when you start the game, you have different trainings that happen every couple of levels for like the different factions, and it gives you some shards for each of the factions. But yeah, it's apparently I just never did it. I don't know how, but I just never did it apparently. What one are you referring to?
Sure.
Oh, you have to get 50. Oh, those achievements. I was thinking like the Google Play achievements and that kind of thing. You're talking about the in-game achievements. Yeah. And re-portrait and something else. Yeah, there's also one that's also physically impossible, and that's the light side Geo full stars is also physically impossible as of last year. I don't know if it's changed, but oh, I just remembered how hard this fight is right as I open that door. Honestly, a lot easier than I remember it, and I think that's just because I actually know how to build a character now. Oh, I remember that fight being terrifying as a kid. What's wrong with Inquisitors? Nothing! Nothing, Guild Leader, I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't trash-talking anything. What? Huh? No. The Inquisitors just aren't good until you get Riva, and it hurts my soul. Like, you can throw the Inquisitors on defense in Grand Arena with the Grand Inquisitor all at Relic 7, and I can take it down with a Gear 12 Treya. Like, that's just depressing to me. And so, like, I hate the idea of getting up the Inquisitors for that reason. I think it's just a ploy by you know, Capital Games to basically make 2022 be viewed as worth it, is by making Riva a part of the game. And so it's just, you know, it hurts my soul to have to level them up because I feel like it's just being manipulated by Capital Games. So it's not so much that, like, I mind so much the idea of getting Inquisitors because, you know, the Inquisitors themselves are kind of cool characters in canon, but it's just the fact that it feels like CG's just like, no, I know you guys didn't want to spend money last year, but we're going to force you to spend money for last year's content. How dare you guys try to, you know, get around this because they all were garbage. So, you know, it's just, you know, yeah. Carver refused to get Inquisitorius, but my guild is only doing 5 shards, so yeah. You don't need any time. Revisionist history. Exactly, I love that. Yes, absolutely. Let's see, what do I want to give this guy? He's a regular soldier, so it's not like he needs much. Oh, ooh, add to saving throws. That's not bad. Let's give him saving throws. I wish you could save feats.
Yes?
But yeah, so yeah, I 100% feel like that's kind of what CG's trying to do, because, like, I don't know how many of you were watching Arnold's streams that year for his testing for those. I don't know how much you guys were, like, you know, just watching the game state in general. We had a lot of people quit the game that year. Oh, hi. Like, we had, you know, Arnold wasn't excited to test, like, any of the new characters. It was just kind of sad. Yeah, if your whole guild, that's why I keep saying that during, when I'm going through people's, characters, like, yeah, only go for Inquisitors if your guild's already going for Inquisitors. Otherwise, there's not much of a point. And, like, yeah, Dank, you can enjoy your Inquisitors. It's just, you know, it's one of those teams that, like, yeah, they can be used for some stuff, but, like, it takes a whole heck of a lot less stuff to get a Darth Revan team, and I can use that a whole heck of a lot more. Like, it's kind of upsetting how subpar they are. So I'm not saying they're completely awful, it's just, for how many chirotechs that they require, I don't feel like I'm getting the, what I should get, out of the team. Such a weird glitch. I actually didn't check what it does. Bonus 1 energy, bonus 1 energy, bonus attack bonus. Okay, sweet. So it's just much better hitting. JMLs. You can counter JML with Inquisitors. Is that like a fully stacked JML team, or is that like with kind of just a random hodgepodge of JML stuff? Well, then again, JML is kind of one of those galactic legends that should never be on defense because he has so many counters. Like, people started doing like the Bastila trick where Bastila was the lead, and then people figured out, oh hey, you can kill him with CLS if he's with Bastila lead. Looks like we have visitors. Lackeys conned by Gadden Thek into trying to steal Brejik's swooped engine accelerator. I bet.
Brejik stole that engine from Gadden. It was never yours to begin with.
Well, I didn't go to all the trouble of acquiring this prototype just so you could steal it back from the old fool. For the old fool, not from. What? Yeah, he's still going. Holy shit. Would you like me to dispose of the Beck spies, Candon? Mark's 7th sister, then it's over. Yeah, that's fair. That's the problem, is if you see him on defense, he almost always has Jedi Knight Revan with him. It's never like something that's, you know, you don't have Jedi Knight Revan with him because it's like, it helps prevent, you know, it helps you prevent different counters. And so it's almost always on there. So the amount of times that I see a JML without Jedi Knight Revan is very, very slim. And when I do, I just immediately General Grievous it. Instead of stealing the prototype for the Becks, why don't you come work for us? Black Vulkars could use someone like you. Yeah, like I could use the Inquisitors, but like General Grievous only cost me 400 chirotechs versus over 1,000 for the Inquisitors. I don't know. It's just, for me, it makes more sense to me to have something like General Grievous. It's only recently that I feel like Inquisitors were worth getting up. Like, if Rise of the Empire didn't require them for Riva, no one would have gotten them past getting Grand Inquisitor, and even then it was only for, like, the Scythe, and that was it. So it's just like, yeah. Yeah, so each of them are new characters, and so each of them require, like, I think it's 250 chirotechs each, and that's 5 Inquisitors, so that's 1,250 chirotechs, and that's just for the 5 Inquisitors, and then you also have to get Grand Inquisitor up to Relic as well. So it's like 1,500 chirotechs just to get them all up. That's why it's such a steep team to, like, go in on.
Betray Gadden. I won't let you.
Calm yourself, mission. Yeah, Scythe is something that's heavily on my list, but I'm pretty far away from it. Hopefully with the current set of Proving Grounds, because I'm going to do the $30 pass every month, hopefully I'll have the Scythe pretty quickly here. So, isn't new in Star Wars history, neither is the Fifth Brother, I believe it is. They were in Rebels. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that they are new characters in that sense, but like they came to the game newer. So most characters way back when didn't have a lot of chirotechs. Like there was a point where, you know, you'll find characters in the game that don't require any chirotechs, like SLKR characters, except for the Galactic Legend himself. You know, characters for Rey are the same way. Characters for Sith Eternal are the same way. But then you look at like Gas, and you have like Shaak Ti's a newer character, so she requires extra chirotechs. Padme is a newer character. She requires chirotechs. And so the Inquisitors are some of the heaviest chirotech characters in the game that aren't just, you know, legendary characters. Is it 2,400 Kairos? Is it like 400 each? Yeah, and so like the older characters in the game are the ones we're referring to when we say old characters, not old characters in canon. Hence the reason that Starkiller, all of his requirements have chirotechs, even though they're all legacy old characters. So.
You're right. I don't need anyone but Zalbar. If Gadon dies, he's only getting what's coming to him.
Yeah, that's not including Great Inquisitor himself. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I mean, a GL typically has 700 chirotechs, I think. It might be 600 chirotechs, but all other characters are not supposed to have nearly that many. You're about to tell me your offer, Camden. Bredrick has grown tired of this petty war with Gadon and his pathetic followers. He needs someone to get rid of Gadon permanently. I can do that. Very substantial. How does 500 credits sound? Dude, I have like 5,000 just from killing your guys. Can we up that a little bit? Yeah, I feel like the only times that I was really like, I like the idea of the Inquisitors, Jedi Fallen Order did a great job with it. Ahsoka did a great job with it with the Tales of the Jedi. That kind of stuff was cool. You know, there's just a couple times that, like, the Grand Inquisitor, I loved as a character in the first season of Rebels. I really did enjoy him. But a lot of the other ones are just for me. And the whole flying with lightsabers thing has always pissed me off.
Are you sure about this? I mean, I want to get Bast to Levac, but taking contracts to kill people is a bit much, even if it is just more biker scum.
Mana tota. Ako jigratuk bola. Jishok Jonathan Jonkonti Jani. Mulira Shuturung Umni Patoga Wankachon.
Sounds good to me. My guards will escort you to the main doors to their base. After you've killed Gadon, return, and I will arrange for you to ride the Volkers in the swoop race. I suggest you don't come back until the job is done, or we might think you've decided to renegotiate our offer. The Volkers won't consider you a friend until Gadon is dead. Sweet. Sweet. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to get going at this point. I got work in like 11 minutes. So, we're going to save right there. And we wiped out one base. We only got one base left. Yeah, you were cool with it earlier. You wanted to do anything to get your, you know, girlfriend. But now all of a sudden, no, you can't do everything. I have a heart. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me today. We will catch up on KOTOR probably next week in between. We might do another stream like on, you know, Friday or sorry, not Friday, Saturday. We'll see, just kind of depends on my schedule. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me for this playthrough of KOTOR and my rampant nerdiness. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some Grand Arena domination. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.